I'm not mad. I'm irritated though. I am very irritated about this loss. And there's so many things I want to say. First off, let me talk about this offensive coordinator, Brian motherfucking Johnson. And I don't know if anybody else feel the same way I do. But play calling on offense is looking very elementary. It's looking like a 5-year-old, or not even not 5, maybe a 10-year-old is playing Madden, picking plays. We got one of the shiftiest running backs in the league right now. Why do we consistently keep trying to pound him up the fucking middle? Why? Why do you consider, if you don't run him to the outside, and that's another thing, Brian Johnson, you don't run him to the outside much. You don't. I'm trying my hardest to remember, and it might have happened, but it doesn't happen often. We don't run to the right. We don't run to the right a lot for some reason. And I'm looking at a play. I see AJ on one side of the field, on the same side of the field as Lane Johnson. And you choose to run the ball to the Devontae side. That's all muscle over there on the right-hand side. AJ is physical. He can block. But every time he comes out there and he tries to just pound the ball down the fucking middle, like, it's predictable. Yeah, San Fran going to stop you often like that. They're aggressive on defense. I really believe we are just as aggressive. The only difference is San Francisco runs a lot of misdirection that takes advantage of aggressive defenses like ours. We don't run no misdirection like them. So we lining up. Jalen might send somebody in motion, see if somebody follow him or not. And that's it. We set the ball. It's not a lot of motion. I feel like that's something we could add to our offense. Add some motion back there. Use Swift. When you motion him, they scared of AJ Brown. You can use him. Yeah, I mean, but what do I know? I'm just a fan. I'm just an Eagles fan. I mean, what do I know? Then you get down in the red zone, and I understand Brian needs to let Jalen decide when he going to do a quarterback draw in the red zone. He needs to. Now, I don't know how often that play is being called, or if Jalen is checking to it. I don't think he's checking to that many. But we got to stop doing that draw. Like, why do we have all these weapons lining up 5 wide, and you rather risk your quarterback's health? Why? I understand if you need it, the game is on the line, go get it. You got to come back. You got to fight for a lead. Go back. Go run that thing in, Jalen. But we don't got to do that every time we get down in the red zone. I'm sick of this man's play calling. Like, that's what it's boiling down to. Sean Desai, I don't know. Listen, I'm not that mad at him, and I'm going to tell you why. Sean Desai held that offense to 14 points in that first half. Held the offense to 14 points in the first half. While our offense was in the, wasn't we in the red zone on the first 2 drives? It only came away with 6 points. Correct me if I'm wrong. I knew we was definitely in the red zone one of them times. We was in the red zone twice. in that first 2 drives. Came away with 6 points. A team like that, you gotta put the ball in the end zone because San Fran is not going to miss. When they healthy like that, they're not going to miss. You gotta put, that was supposed to be 14-0, not no 6-0. That changes the way people call games when you go up by 14-0. They're not running the ball as much. They would still run it, but they're gonna bet they're probably gonna do 75% passing more. I'm not mad though. It's just that man is really starting to irritate me. Like I'm at the point where I would not care if Howard just said, "Fuck it, you're fired." We'll get somebody to call, please. It's elementary. His play calling is predictable, man. If I see it, I know these defensive players, coaches, and they game planning against. I know they see it. I know they see it. Excuse me for a second. I'll go ahead and sip my Henny Punch. I know they see it. We show tendencies like they know when we come out there, we gonna run that ball up the middle. Brian got to get Swift on the outside. He got to get to him around, not pound him down the fucking middle all the time. You can run down the middle. Don't get me wrong, but you do it all the time, bro. And run the ball to the right, bro. Run the ball behind lane sometimes. I know God is hurt. I know Dallas Goedert is out. But that don't mean you stop running the ball to the right. What is going on? Like, I'm convinced I can find somebody working at a supermarket right now, take him to Howie Roseman and say, here's your offensive coordinator, and that man will call a better fucking game if he knows an ounce of football. You run the ball up the middle too much. Too much. It's like overkill. Every time when we decide to run the ball, it's going up the middle. It's overkill. Jalen come out. Like, your play action will be so ineffective. And that was on display today when you do not have a run game. When they know you most likely going to come up the middle at us a couple times on this drive. You ain't bouncing it to the outside much. That's driving me nuts. That's driving me nuts. And I mean, in San Fran, it is what it is. Like, at the end of the day, we are definitely on the collision course to see each other again at some point this year. We are. That's inevitable. It's just a matter if we're going to have to go to San Fran or you're going to have to come play in the cold in Philadelphia. Just a matter. I don't know which one. But we'll see. These next few weeks are going to be very interesting. Very interesting. Like I said, I'm not mad. Like, Eagles fans, we don't have no reason to be mad. We can be frustrated. But mad for what? What are you mad? You just look at the standings. Nothing changed. Nothing changed. You just got to handle your business moving forward. This game against Dallas does mean that much more now. Okay. Have we took care of business today? No, this game, and this is the legit playoff game right now, that next week. I hope everybody understands that. I hope the players understand that. This is a playoff game. The playoffs start now. We are fighting for seeding position. Like, the bullshit on offense should have been figured out. All these comeback from behind victories, I love them, and I will cherish them bitches forever. After feeling like that for 3.5 quarters, I would cherish those victories forever. But you can't do that against a team like San Fran. You're supposed to put 14 points on the board them first 2 drives. Let them know we here. But like I said, the game next week against Dallas means that much more. And we got to go to Dallas. Now, I like my team chances against the Dallas Cowboys. I really do. Considering the opponents that we played and the opponents that we did defeat, we both got our asses spanked by the Niners. So we might as well not even bring that one up, because neither one of us can win that argument right now. We just need to focus on this next week game. And I'm confident we can go down there in Jerry's world and get a win and sweep y'all. I'm confident. No doubt in my mind. Because it don't matter who the opponent is after Jalen loses. That next game he comes back, he normally goes off. He don't lose 2 in a row. I haven't seen that in a long time. The man does not lose 2 games in a row. This will be the first time, maybe since his first year starting, losing more than 2 in a row. I don't see it happening. I just don't see it. After losing like that to San Fran, somebody got to pay for that. And what better team that has to pay for that than y'all? But as far as, like I said, the game just got out of hand. I can't put too much on Sean Desai. I can't. Because he held them to 14 points in the first half. At some point, Brian, the offense got to wake up. The offense got to wake up. Like, that was a game where we were supposed to go score for score with them. We knew that was going to happen. It damn near happened in the championship game. We knew that was going to happen. It's not easy. It's not an easy task stopping Christian McCaffrey and Deebo Samuel, Brandon Ayuk, whatever the fuck his name is, George fucking Kittle over the middle. It's not easy. And we don't have the linebacking core, right, in my opinion, right now, to match up with that team physically. Warner did not miss a tackle today. They did not miss many tackles. We missed every tackle we fucking possibly could have. Literally. Murrow. We missed every tackle we possibly could have. You can't beat the 49ers like that. You can't beat them like that. But hey. Brian, I really hope they considering bringing this man a consultant in like they did for Gannon. Like y'all need to go pick up the phone and call Frank Wright immediately. Let him know how to distribute, at least in a run game. Teach him how to mix up the run game. Keep the defense off balance. He don't do that. He's a straightforward, basic ass, straightforward go. Is he gonna fake it to the running back? He gonna hand it to the running back. Oh, up the middle, stuff. You can't do that against the Niners, man. And I'm tired of seeing it. I'm tired of seeing it. It got to the point where I decided to make a video and speak on it. I'm tired of seeing it. It's been every week. We ain't winning. We're not winning these games because of Brian Johnson's play calling. We win these games because of the talent. I'm telling you. We win the game because of the talent. Jalen had to check out of a couple days in order to pull some of the wins off. The bullshit he was calling. Like, when the game is on the line, like, I don't think it's him. I really don't. I think that's our quarterback. He did it last year. Brian Johnson was not calling the plays. But if we had a competent play caller, our offense could be that much more potent. Come on, man. AJ Brown, Devontae Smith, Dallas Goedert. When he comes back healthy, DeAndre Swift, Jalen Hurts, Jason Kelsey, Jordan Mailata, Cam Jurgens, Landon Dickerson, Lane Johnson. We stacked on offense. We should be beating the fuck out of people. And I'm telling you, it's that fucking play caller. It's the play caller. He's garbage. Basura. I'm at the point where I want him fired. I don't give a fuck that we 10-2. He gonna cause us something crazy one of these weeks. He's not a competent offensive play caller. I'm sorry. I don't care how y'all try to spin it. Just look, he's predictable. He's too predictable. I don't care how you try to spin it. But yeah, this game against Dallas next week, it'll be interesting. It'll be interesting for sure. Because I work the third shift. So guess who might not be going into work that night? But anyway, it's been real. I mean, it's my first video. I'm not really thinking much of it. If for some reason you do find yourself liking what you saw, just go ahead and hit like, I guess, and subscribe. I think that's how it goes. Something like that. Definitely leave a comment if you can, but yeah, fucking irritated. Like that's as simple as that.